Welcome. Let's talk about one of the languages which is uncommonly heard but is really on the path of getting revived, and therefore it becomes a very integral part of cultural geography. This can also become one of your case studies in your answer writing for your UPSC mains. So, this was in news recently because this was addressed in one of the famous sessions about the Gojri language. Now, Gojri or Gujri as it is called as, it's a common language in India, Pakistan and parts of Afghanistan. In India, we have nearly 1.25 crore people speaking the Gojri language, and this language is spoken by the Gujars and the Bakarwals, the transhuman tribe living in the regions of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, most of the tradition has been orally transmitted because the literacy lies between 30 to 40% only in the population of Gujar Bakarwals, and it is spoken and taught at the schools with a very marginal acceptance, right? So there are three. This is the third major language in Jammu and Kashmir. The first one is Kashmiri, the second one is Dogri. Both Kashmiri and Dogri are already part of the 8th schedule of the constitution. However, there has been a constant debate on including Gojri as one of the languages in the schedules of the constitution, because this is the third largest ethnic group living in the regions of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, Abdul Rashid Zar is known as the Ghalib of Gojri. There are numerous poetries which have been composed by it. The population of Gujar as well as Bakarwals, both of them are semi-nomadic migratory tribal cousins, we could say, and they have been living along the margins. Their language has been marginalized so far. Now, if we see that this population has to be, in order to have a full-fledged status, if we talk about Kashmir University, there is a full-fledged department teaching Sanskrit, Persian, Hindi. However, there are no speakers or virtually very small speakers which are present for Gojri in the center. There is a no separate dedicated center which teaches Gojri. Even Russian, French and German departments are seen. Jammu University has introduced the course of masters with Gojri, but it is only an optional subject in one of the 4 semesters. This community, the Gujars and the Bakarwals, were granted as the scheduled tribe status in 1993, and it was assumed that the improvement in the socio-economic status of these tribe would take place. But along with this, it was also believed that their language and their cultures would be preserved. The Gojri section of the academy is there, but to get into that, it's really interesting to note that so far people with Gojri degree are not there. So you have Urdu as one of the ways in which you can get appointment into the Gojri section of the academy, and this is reserved only for a specific section. So since it was formed, this academy was formed in 1978, there are nearly 1,000 prints of Gojri work which have been done, which is a very significantly small number. There are numerous folk songs in Gojri like Naro, Tazo, Noora Begum, Supriya Kunjit and Marian. Jammu Kashmir Academy of Culture, Arts and Languages established that Gojri department in the central office, and it is published in Gojri. Now, University of Jammu Council is also approved the opening of a research center for Gojri in Jammu and Kashmir in the University of Kashmir, and it is also planning to award doctorate degrees for works in Gojri. There is no Gojri newspaper. However, the Gojri news bulletins are there on the broadcast from the radio stations in Srinagar and Jammu twice a day, and then there is a Doordarshan telecast of half hour every week. Similarly, you have the Sheena and the Pashto. Sheena and Pashto also have a weekly slot in the Doordarshan as the Gojri. Now, Gojri, if we talk about, it belongs to the Indo-Aryan language, and the Gujars and Bakarwals in India, along with nearly 15,000 people in Afghanistan, and sections and the members of the Rajasthani group in the regions of Pakistan, have been speaking Gojri. So they are mainly in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Rawalpindi in the North Punjab and Chitral districts in Pakistan, where this language is spoken. So if we talk about the origin, it originates from the Indo-Aryan, then the Western Rajasthani and Gujri as the language. The writing system is close to Takri, Persian-Arabic, Landa and Devanagari. So in Pakistan, there is a program which is known as Gojri Bahali program, that is revival of the Gojri language, and this was launched to restart the speaking of Gojri population. The particular focus is the sections of Pakistan where the population has to readopt Gojri as their native population or their mother language, because a lot of population during the partition and other times had lost the ideas of Gojri and they don't even remember what was the Gojri, and therefore Gojri Bahali program or revival program was initiated. So mainly in the regions of Islamabad, Rawalpindi, the Gujarat of Pakistan, Sialkot, Gurjanwala, Lahore and Lyasa areas, this language is to be promoted. And even in the University of Gujarat in Pakistan, the Gojri department has been established under the initiative of Muhammad Asar Khan, Khundam Gurjar. This initiative was further brought forward, and Gujri is now a mother language column in the census in Pakistan. So those are some of the developments regarding it. Really important to note, a very important topic that you must be familiar with, and these kind of case studies you can definitely supplement in your answer writing when you have specific topics that are asked. So thanks for joining in. In case you have any questions or queries, feel free to post those in the comment below. Have a wonderful evening.